Yo, what is good, YouTube? Krishan checking back in with another video. Nathan DeAsha has won the 2023 Sheru Classic France, making this his 11th pro win and second pro win of this season. Congratulations to Nathan DeAsha. In second place, we had a very good version of Theo Labrada. I think Theo was the best poser in this lineup. In third place, a very conditioned version of Tim Budashim. In fourth place, we had Roman Fritz. I believe this is Roman's fourth or fifth show of the year, and he's already qualified for the O. In fifth place on the far right, we had Alfred Chiriak, and I've seen quite a few people upset with his placing. I've heard people say he should have placed as high as second. What do you guys think? But let's take a look at the top 4 comparison from this show. This video is courtesy of V Kalberg Photo on Instagram. I probably butchered that, but I'll leave a link in the description below. So from left to right, we have Roman Fritz, Tim Budashim, Nathan DeAsha, and also Theo Labrada. But I think this was a very decisive win for Nathan. Nothing against anyone in the lineup, but Nathan has been top 10 at the Olympia and now has over 10 pro wins. He's going to be a tough guy to beat. And I was very happy with Theo Labrada placing second at this show. I think he brought an incredible package, and as I mentioned, he had a very good posing routine. As far as why he placed ahead of Roman Fritz and Tim Budashim, I think overall Theo has a better shape, he flows better, and as I mentioned, he's a little bit better with his presentation. Now Tim Budashim in third and Roman Fritz in fourth. Pretty sure a couple of people are upset about this. They were upset when Tim beat Roman, I think last show or maybe 2 shows ago. But Roman really needs that upper body thickness, and I think that's what really separates Tim Budashim from Roman. Roman has great legs, great conditioning, and honestly, I wouldn't have been upset if Roman would have placed ahead of Tim, but I really think that Roman needs more upper body thickness to take his physique to the next level. Now, we haven't really talked about Tim Budashim yet, the third place finisher. I believe Tim is one of those guys. All he can really do is come in big and conditioned. He doesn't flow the best, doesn't have the worst structure. Tim needs to bring up the back a little bit, but honestly continue to do what he's doing, getting a little bit bigger and coming in a little bit more conditioned. And I heard a few people say Nathan DeAsha wasn't as good as he was in Spain or maybe in Italy. I think Nathan's tan was a little bit too dark here, and he may have sacrificed a little bit of conditioning to come in a little bit more full. But let me know in the comment section below your thoughts on the 2023 Sheru Classic, and if you think that Alfred Chiriak should have placed a little bit higher at this show. And in the next update of the day, we have a recent update from 4-time Olympia champion Chris Bumstead, who could soon be a 5-time Olympia champion. And I think it's interesting that Chris is posting so many updates, especially a full physique update like this. Chris usually stays covered up, but a few weeks ago, Chris was talking about how this was a very hard prep. He also hinted at retirement a little bit, but seems like Chris has really gotten his groove. And let's not forget he's working with Honey Rambod, one of the greatest coaches of all time, if not the greatest coach. I think it's possible that we see the best version of Chris Bumstead at this year's Olympia. And let's switch over to Samson Dauda, who recently posted up a back update. And of course, Samson doesn't have the best back. I think his back double is still his worst pose, but I do think his back is slowly improving. But even though Samson is a little weak in the back double, people still have to beat him in the side chest, the side tricep. Samson's rear lat spread is wild. I'm really looking forward to seeing the level of conditioning he's going to bring to this year's Olympia. And I'm also curious to know, how much does Samson weigh right now? Over the course of this prep, he's been pretty much highlighting his weight from 330 on down. Just a few weeks ago, he was saying that he was well over 300. I wonder, are we going to see the biggest and the most conditioned version of Samson Dauda at this year's Olympia? Now, in the next update of the day, we have a recent update from Hunter Labrada ahead of this year's Olympia, and I'm still not hearing a lot of people talk about Hunter's placing, but he placed second to Andrew at Texas. Realistically, I think the 2 guys that Hunter has to look at as far as beating at this year's show is probably going to be Andrew Jacked and Brandon Curry. Big Ramy is out of this year's Olympia, of course, and I think Samson is going to be battling for a top 3, top 4 spot this year. But we are going to get to see the rematch of Hunter versus Andrew, and according to the judges in Texas, if Hunter didn't fade, he probably would have won this show. So I'm looking forward to seeing Hunter at this year's Olympia on a serious note, and I'm also looking forward to seeing how he's going to place. But let's go ahead and wrap up today's video here. I hope you guys did indeed enjoy this video. Once again, Nathan DeAsha wins the Sheru Classic France, getting his 11th pro win. I'm Krishan from GOAT Fitness. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. That's it. I'm out.